He's doing a lot more than, dancing and winning those competitions. He's helped elevate the tone of our practice. He's got, bubbling personality. I'm glad he was able to showcase that, center court in front of the fans.
Yuki definitely stole the show today. He's a joy to be around. He's a character.
He's full of energy.
Remember when everyone said you were too short to play basketball? Yuki Kawamura's here to prove them all wrong. At 5'8", he's not just playing in the NBA, he's dominating. It's like watching your childhood dreams come to life on the court. Every time Kawamura sinks a three over a 7-footer or zips past a defender with lightning speed, it's a win for all of us who've been told we're too small, too slow, or just not good enough. This isn't just Kawamura's story, it's ours. And trust me, you're gonna want to see how it unfolds. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now, back to the video. Picture this. A 5'8" guy walks into an NBA gym. Sounds like the start of a joke, right? But for Yuki Kawamura, it was the beginning of his dream. This dude's story kicks off in Japan's B-League, where he was straight up crushing it. We're talking numbers that make you do a double take. But here's the thing. NBA scouts? They laughed him off. Too short, they said. He'll get crushed by bigger players.
Memphis can tie or take the lead. No look pass. Edie ties it up with a power.
Eyes up the floor, watch this. Whoop. No look. All the big fellas do is just go up. Frustrating. Small feet, though. I didn't see him turn the ball over in the corner.
Kawamura has it. The C-Spark kick out. Here's Oni for three. Oni to trigger it.
There's a little guy.
Kawamura dribbling.
Right there. Little quick guy. I've been impressed with him.
You know, the same old story we've heard a million times before. But Kawamura, he didn't give a damn what they thought. While other players were out partying, this guy was in the gym, day and night. No breaks, no excuses. You should have seen him. He was like a man possessed, perfecting his shot, tightening up those handles, pushing his speed to the limit. It was like he had a point to prove. And boy, did he prove it? All that hard work, it paid off big time in the B-League. Get this, Kawamura didn't just play well. He dominated. We're talking MVP and Rookie of the Year in the same season. That's not just good. That's insane. He was making defenders look like they were stuck in quicksand. His speed, his accuracy, his court vision, it was all off the charts. But you know what the craziest part was? Everyone was still doubting him. Sure, he was crushing it in Japan, but could he do it in the NBA? That was the million-dollar question. Could this 5'8" dynamo hold his own against the giants of the game? I mean, think about it. We're talking about a league where the average player is, what, 6'6"? And here's Kawamura, barely clearing 5'8" in his sneakers. On paper, it looked impossible. But if there's one thing Kawamura's shown us, it's that he doesn't care about what looks good on paper. He cares about what happens on the court. So there he was, standing on the edge of his dream. The NBA was calling, and Kawamura was ready to answer. But could he silence the doubters once and for all? That's what we were all dying to find out. Remember how everyone said Kawamura was too short for the NBA? Well, they're about to eat their words. Picture this. A 5'8" guy, surrounded by giants on an NBA court. Sounds like a disaster waiting to happen, right? But when Kawamura gets the ball, something wild goes down. The Memphis Grizzlies took a chance on this pint-sized powerhouse, and now it's showtime. Kawamura steps onto the court for his NBA debut, and man, he looks tiny next to these behemoths. It's like watching a kid crash an adult pickup game. But you know what? That kid's about to school everyone. Next up are the Wizards, and they've got some serious size on their team. We're talking a whole squad of towers. Now, imagine being 5'8" and facing a wall of 6'8" defenders. Sounds impossible, doesn't it? That's what Kawamura's up against. The Wizards are looking at him like he's a snack, not a threat. But then something crazy happens. Kawamura gets the ball, and it's like someone hit the turbo button on a video game. Suddenly, he's everywhere at once. He's zipping between defenders like they're standing still. One second he's here, the next he's there, and the Wizards are left scratching their heads. You should see the looks on their faces. They go from confident to completely lost in minutes. These NBA pros, guys who've been dominating the court for years, are getting schooled by someone they could probably lift with one arm. It's like watching a magician perform, but instead of pulling rabbits out of hats, Kawamura's making these giants disappear. The best part? Kawamura's not just fast, he's smart. He's using his size to his advantage, ducking under arms, sneaking through gaps these bigger guys can't even see. Every time they think they've got him cornered, he finds a way out. It's like trying to catch smoke with your bare hands. By the end of the game, the Wizards are a mess. They're exhausted, frustrated, and completely out of answers. And Kawamura? He's just getting started. This isn't just a fluke game. It's a statement. Kawamura's here to prove that in basketball, skill beats size every time. And man, is he proving it in style. But Kawamura's not done shocking the NBA. You think regular NBA players are quick? Kawamura makes them look like they're moving in slow motion. It's wild. One second he's there, the next he's gone. How does he do it? It's like he's got some secret weapon nobody else knows about. Let's talk about what happens when Kawamura starts moving. I'm telling you, it's like someone strapped rocket boosters to his feet. He's not just fast, he's lightning quick. The Wizards thought they had a plan. They tried to crowd him, thinking their size would be enough. Big mistake. You know what Kawamura did? He just weaved through them like they weren't even there. It was insane. These are pro NBA players, and Kawamura made them look like they were stuck in mud. One moment, he's surrounded by defenders. The next, he's on the other side of the court. How is that even possible? But here's what's really crazy. It's not just about speed. Kawamura changes pace like nobody's business. He'll be cruising along, lulling the defense to sleep, then bam! He's gone in the blink of an eye. The Wizards didn't know whether to guard him close or give him space. Either way, they were toast. And let's talk about his passing. You won't believe this, but Kawamura's threading the ball through gaps that didn't even exist a second ago. It's like he can see into the future or something. He's not just making passes. He's creating opportunities out of thin air. His teammates must love playing with him. By the end of the game, the Wizards' defense was a total wreck. These are top-tier athletes, and they looked like they'd just run a marathon. They were gasping for air, hands on their knees, completely out of answers. Kawamura? He barely broke a sweat. It's not just about being fast. It's about being smart with that speed. And Kawamura? He's playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers. So Kawamura's fast. Big deal, right? Wrong. Dead wrong. You see, while everyone's been busy watching his feet, they've completely missed what's happening above the shoulders. And trust me, that's where the real magic is happening. Let's talk numbers for a second. Back in Japan, Kawamura was putting up stats that would make any NBA player jealous. We're talking 20 points and 7 assists per game. That's not just good, that's superstar level. But here's the million-dollar question. Can he do it in the NBA? Against guys who eat, sleep, and breathe basketball? Well, let me tell you, Kawamura's not just keeping up, he's thriving. His passing game? It's like he's got eyes in the back of his head. He's not just throwing the ball around hoping someone catches it. No, this guy's threading needles out there. He's finding teammates in spots they didn't even know they were open. It's like he's playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers. And don't even get me started on his shooting. That step-back three? It's becoming his signature move. Imagine this. You're a 7-foot defender. You've got this tiny guy locked down. You're thinking, I've got this. No way he's getting a shot off. Then bam! Kawamura takes one quick step back, and before you can even react, the ball's swishing through the net. And you're left standing there, wondering what just happened. You know what's really wild? This isn't luck. It's not some fluke. It's pure skill, plain and simple. Kawamura's out there proving that basketball isn't just about how tall you are or how high you can jump. It's about skill, about outsmarting your opponent, about making the right move at the right time. So next time you watch Kawamura play, don't just focus on his speed. Watch how he controls the game. Watch how he makes everyone around him better. Because that's what real basketball is all about. And Kawamura, he's not just playing basketball. He's redefining it.